Good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone had a great weekend. All right, looks like we are heading on up today, hopefully. Been on the up move all night. We'll see if that continues on and head for new records. And looks like we're just about at the record right now. It's 87.75, I believe, right? All right.
Let's get 88.
88. All right. Let's go ahead and get our chart set up for the day. Mark our overnight high, overnight low. We are at our overnight high, so there you go. Get some support and resistance areas marked. Let's see. I won't even bother marking. Well, maybe I will. Looks like it's gonna head above that anyways, but
The 2888, it's some kind of Fibonacci number, I think.
that's
It
actually
shows,
2888 is right at the all-time high somewhere
yeah, it is
along the
all
way.
time high.
So hopefully we move above that and keep going. Let's see. Get rid of these. Make this one. Morning, Anon. How was your weekend?
Very good.
Morning, Benay. And John, is that you? Are you the other one speaking?
Yes,
Ah, morning. Welcome to the stream.
to be here. Great idea.
All right.
We just broke that, I think. We are in 28, 25.
Yep.
28, 25.
Oh, what a mess we got here. Okay. Nice move up. I almost bought right here, but I knew the stream was going to be starting soon. And, oh well. Should have seen all the selling right here, and they were just absorbing it all. That was right in here. They were selling their butts off, but they could not get that price to go down. All right. See if we have a channel starting here. All right. If you're new to the stream, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at. We're going to be going over a few different strategies, a couple actually. We have a Fibonacci retracement strategy that we use. It's based on the Fibonacci retracements. We'll go over that setup once we get into a trade. We also have a scalping strategy based on the 20 period EMA and a MACD. Pretty simple, easy to do scalp strategy, and we'll go over that. This is a 512 tick chart here that we use for the Fibonacci setups, and this is our 5-minute candle chart for the scalping strategy, which is based on this 20 period EMA. We're looking for it to cross through it or bounce off of it for either a long or a short setup. and we'll go through that once we see a trade coming up. All right. For now, I will wait for a couple more people to get in the room. We'll go over the headlines, check the economic news for today. So we have a few new people. John, welcome to the stream. Who else did we have come in last night and on? TR2000, if you're here today. He came into the room just about the same time John did. And then also Tick, I think, came in Friday. If you're with us, welcome. All right, we'll be right back. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee and we'll go over the economic news and headlines. Morning, Zach. Hey, Anand, can you confirm that the Discord is actually coming through the stream?
Yeah, I can hear fine.
I know you can hear me, but can you hear yourself through the stream?
Okay, let me see that. Hey, Lonnie, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't think you're coming through the stream. Give me 1 second here. I gotta check the audio settings.
Hey, Lonnie, can you hear me? Hey, I just heard it's a bit delayed. That's all.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I think I might have just fixed it.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
It's just a subtle lag, I think. I actually mute the audio on YouTube and just keep it in Discord.
Yeah, that's probably best. That way, we don't get a bunch of feedback through from the stream. Um, at least we can hear each other through the headsets.
Yeah, exactly.
Just want to tweak the audio settings here real quick, make sure everything's coming through at the right level. Let's see. I don't hear the music, the brain music.
Yesterday's night action was so unique. I mean, the Bulls defended every single target. It did not even make a slightest pullback.
Do you guys ever have a problem with your Windows 10 where you click on the little speaker icon and it doesn't bring up the audio mixer? For some reason, mine just does not like to work.
You're off tomorrow, Lonnie?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow morning real early, about 4:30 a.m. our time. Audio, sound playback, change volume level. Alright, I give up. I think everything is coming through okay. Alright. Good morning, Amun. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the lag this morning on the stream. Seems a little bit longer than usual. I heard it in Anand's playback. Alright, it's 6:20. Let's go over the headlines real quick. Yeah, I agree, Amun. I think we're going to see some new records today, for sure. Well, to be honest, we've already seen it. Just so we're clear, the record high is right there at 87, I believe it was. We could never get a real fix on it. 86.50 was the original all-time high back in February or late January, and we're just starting to break out of this channel finally for the first time since back in April when we started this channel. So hopefully it continues on up today. Alright. Alright. Sorry, it's Monday. Still trying to get into the swing of things here. Alright, so we didn't get a tweet this morning from Trump about the NAFTA talks, but those are going very well, and hopefully they're going to have news coming out about that either today or tomorrow between the U.S. and Mexico. Once they finish up, then they're going to get Canada involved and get something signed, hopefully, and that should really affect the markets positively. So as of right now, all the markets are up, as we can see. Dow is up over 140, and S&P is up 11 at this point, and heading higher. I swear to God, if this guy had $1 for every time his picture was on CNBC, he'd be even richer than he is now. Tesla stock drops 3% after it gives not taking it private. Whoever's microphone that is, you are working. We can hear you. Deal announcement's coming. To be honest with you, we've probably already see the effects of this in the market today. So when the announcement does come out, may see a little bit more of a jump, but I think we're already seeing that in the market price today. Yeah, our senator from Arizona, Senator John McCain, he passed away. He discontinued treatment. The next day he died. But great guy. Didn't always agree with him, but nonetheless, great guy. As a matter of fact, they're naming one of the terminals here at our airport after him. So. Alright, let's check the economic calendar real quick. Zach, I just saw your question there. I'm going to stream a little bit today. I got some things to take care of a little bit later on today, so probably in the stream maybe about 9:30, and I'm taking off tomorrow morning for New York. But my son will be here. He is going to start the stream up. Make sure the Discord's running so you guys can still chat and everything, and I will actually be an observer from New York, so I'll be chiming in and make sure that he actually gets up at 6 a.m. here to get the stream started. Alright, so we got the Chicago Fed National Index. Looks like that's already been released. The Chicago Fed National Activity Index is a monthly index that tracks overall economic activity and inflationary pressures. The CFNAI is a weighted average of 85 existing monthly indicators of national economic activity. It is constructed to have an average value of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. Since economic activity tends toward trend growth over time, a positive index reading corresponds to growth above trend, and a negative index reading corresponds to growth below trend. So economic growth apparently is up, and that is good. I think that's it for today. Dallas Fed is coming out with their manufacturing survey at 10:30. No major impact ones today though, not until tomorrow, international trade. So all's well. Alright. Yeah, I have my niece is getting married back in New York. That's where we're originally from, so going down there for that. Should be a good time. Alright, about 4 minutes until the open, and already things are looking up. 28.89. We've already broken the original record at 28.86 and a quarter, I think it was, right? You guys can feel free to talk. I know I jabber a lot in the beginning of the stream, so whenever you guys are ready, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. John, are you from Arizona also? Yes. You are in Goodyear. We're about 20 minutes, half hour away from each other. I'm in Maricopa, south of Phoenix. Small world, right?
It is.
Calendar, if we do Atlanta is tomorrow. Alright. Take a couple slurps from my coffee here and get this market going. John, we also have a gentleman, his name is Jerry. He is from Tempe. That's in the stream as well.
And streaming together.
Right, exactly. Pretty nice. Zach, we missed you Friday for the trade challenge. We actually have a new reigning champion. Who won Friday? Oh, it was somebody new. Take a look here. Vinay won Friday. I didn't do too bad. I had a couple decent trades. I had one that went, I think, 2 or 3 points, but Vinay just killed it. Alright, here we go. See if the bulls hold their ground here, if they let it pull back a little bit before they make their big move. From here on up, I don't think it's going to be any issue getting to 2,900 today, honestly. Zach got to quit early on Friday, or on Friday. Had a nice trade. Nice job. Oh yeah, here we go. No resistance above us. As a matter of fact, I don't even see my pivots in here. Let me take a look, make sure I still got them on there. I don't. So R2 is at 28.91, so that's our first resistance. Then our next one isn't up until 29.12. And these pivot points are based off of the previous day's high and low close. If you guys take any trades or anything, just pop them in the chat room there. We'll be waiting for a pullback on this up move, either on our scalp chart here or on the fibs. We'll be drawing up from our significant low up to the high and waiting for a pullback to the entry area, which is between the 50 and the 61.8. But I don't think we're quite ready to come down yet. Maybe see a bounce back off that 28.91 pivot. You guys are scaring me this morning. You're awfully quiet. It's Monday though, I understand. I'm going to go ahead and get us into a trade early today, guys. I think we're heading up from here, and why not try to get into this trend? Normally we wait for that risk to reward ratio to work in our favor, but I think we're going to have a solid move up today. We'll see. If it pays off, great. If not, we took a chance, and that's okay. So we'll take, let's see, 25. I don't think these bulls are going to let anything slide today. We can go ahead and get rid of these channel lines. I just drew them in for reference. I didn't really have high expectations for those. Let's see. Our first target would actually be 90 and a quarter. I think we're going to let this one run to 91.25 and then we'll get out. Honestly, I think we're in for a pretty good move up today. Yeah, the bulls are like, this is our market today. Have a seat. Just as I say that too. This is probably going to be some profit taking here. It did go to our target. We probably should have gotten out, but that's alright. We'll get them. Come on, bulls. Oh, they're going to do me like that. Alright, so our actual entry would have been down here. Let's see. Oh, actually, this is swing low down here. So this will be our actual entry area. Should have taken the profit at that first target there. I'm not sure if we would have gotten filled or not, but because it just ticked it. Alright, so we'll wait for it to come down to this entry area here between 85.75 and 84.75. Probably looking to get a little bit closer to 84.75. It just wouldn't be right if we didn't start in the red. That was my fault. We should have taken profit up there. Isn't that the story of my life? Stopped out right at the bottom. Had a pretty good entry on that trade too. Perfect exit. Thank you very much, bears. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Morning, Martin. I see you sitting there in the room. Eddie, good morning. Arndt, good morning. Mark Nato, haven't heard from you yet. Good morning. Alright, so we'll wait for our next entry here. Why are my pivot points not on here? Oh, swings, that's what I'm missing. And we're going to go with an 8. There we go. So some of the indicators that we use on the screen here are going to hit when this resets, but we have our swings, which mark the more significant swing highs and swing lows, weeds out these smaller ones, and this is where we draw our retracements from. We have our pivot points. These are pretty popular with the day traders. These are based off of the previous day's high and low close. A lot of times you can expect a bounce off those or a reaction to these. It looks like we're coming up to the R2 right now, which is a resistance. So we'll get some type of reaction here. It may push right through it, and the strategy goes that if it pushes through it and continues, it should come up to the next one at 29.12. And of course we have our volume down here. This is a buy-sell volume, and I'll show you how to get that set up. Go to your indicators, go to buy-sell volume, and what you want to do here is make sure that it's let's see here. Okay, I guess you don't have to do that in this one. Just your buy-sell volume, and that'll I changed my colors from the originals to green and red. You can make them whatever color you want down here. Then we have our buy sell volume on the DOM as well. And the way you get that is just go to columns, right click on your DOM, go to columns, click on volume, and rather than standard, you want to go to buy sell, so you get the two different colors, the buy and the sell, and then you can change those colors here and it'll show up on your DOM. And what we use that for is value areas. You know, if the price is moving up, then it takes a turn, comes back down. You can expect some type of reaction right around 28.90 because you know that there's a lot of buying and selling at that level. So still moving up. Yeah, it was a 6 tick stop. Can't break the rules. I would have moved it, but I mean that was a pretty strong move down too. That looked like maybe an institution taking some profit there or something. Right there at the top and just slammed down. Nailed us right to the tick too. Never fails. That's alright, we'll get another opportunity to get in here. Yeah, the way this market is moving today, I think 2900 is going to be pretty easy for him today. $28.92, $28.98, and the monthly pivot is at $29.41. The optimistic people, that's who's buying at this point. And, you know, I think history will tell you that once there's no resistance above you and you know, people make a pretty good run usually towards those round numbers, 2900, you know, 2800. And I think that's why they buy at these levels. All right, we can get in here at 28.91. That would work with our risk to reward if it'll come down to it. Actually, we need 90.75. So 90.75 will be our good for our risk to reward. 90.75 up to 92.75, that's 3 points. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, my math's off. That's 2 points. But I think we'll get in here if it'll fill us. Alright, so this time we're going to take our profit right at the target. Not going to be greedy on this one. Anybody else getting some trades in? And if this struggle is 1 tick before my target, I'm taking it. I'm just putting that out there now. Never fails. It's probably going to be a little different today and be 2 ticks away from my target. I'll let it stay. See if we can't get out of the red here. So all I did here was draw from the most recent significant low up to the high. Took our entry at the between the 50 and the 61.8. 1 tick past the 61.8 is a good entry, and we did get in right at the bottom here. That's probably one of my best entries since I've started doing the stream. Me and Martin were talking and said 9 times out of 10 it always goes to that 61.8, so why not get in there? That gives you a little more breathing room with your stop in case it does decide to come down and go to the next swing low. which would have been right down there. Come on, Bulls, you got this. There we go. Alright, so we're back in the green. And I know we are not double topping here. $92.75. That wasn't a pivot point, was it? 28.92, 28.98. 28.92 is a pivot area. Those pivot points, I mean, they're not always exact, but you will get a reaction right around them. And 28.92 is on a weekly pivot, if I remember correctly. Is that what you're going off of? Is weekly pivots? Yeah, weekly pivot. Yes, indeed. I was all in or all out on that one. And Martin, I know you appreciate that entry right there. Alright, here we go. So based on this Fibonacci strategy, our next target would be 93.50. I think it'll make pretty easy work of it. And we do have two scenarios with the two contracts. We can take one contract off at the first target and let the second contract run and just trail the swing lows on the way up, which I could have done had I not been in the red. So we'll look for our next setup. Come on, nobody else is getting in this market? Let's go. Martin, are you waiting on a bigger pullback? Gotcha. If you're new to the stream this morning, guys, welcome. We do have a Discord channel. You're welcome to join it. It's absolutely free, of course. The link is in the description of the video. You can either do it on your Android device. I think you can do it on iPhone as well. You can use your phone's microphone to chat with us. Or if you have a headset on your computer, you can chat through that. We do have a chat room in the Discord as well. Sometimes you'll hear me respond to people on that, and I know you can't, it doesn't come up on the screen like the YouTube does, but we have that here, and it's not working apparently. Strange. Oh, there it is. There's Zach. Where's my Discord? There it is. Zach, you got anything this morning? Looks like the bulls are starting to slow down a little bit. Might see a little bit bigger retracement here coming up. Nothing yet. It seems that way. That's why we tried to jump into those trades early this morning. When sentiment is good and there's good news and everything's positive, and you see a nice move up right off the bat, you know, why not take a chance and get into that uptrend? We just we were just unlucky in that first trade. You did some trading in the overnight, Zach? Or just before open? I was looking at one at, I think it was like 7 this morning on my time. Yeah, right in here. They were just, the sellers were putting it on heavy and the bulls were just not having it. They pushed it right up.
Lonnie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, did you end up taking any trade?
I took two. The first one, we got in right here at the retracement bottom. Went up to the target, ticked it, but came right back down and stopped us out exactly at 6 ticks.
Okay,
Second
nice.
one, we got in here right at the bottom of the retracement and went up to our first target and nailed it. So we're back in the green for 32.08. Now we're just waiting for another setup. Have you gotten in it at all or no?
No, no, not at all.
What is wrong with you people? Yeah, I really think it's going to get up to 2,900 here pretty quick. I'm the only crazy one. So John, I see you use the Fibonacci retracements. Is it similar to what we do, or is it something completely different? They're really stacking that 95.75 level. We'll see if those contracts disappear. $95.75. Okay, I didn't see that before, John. Looking for a pullback to the 88.75, 87. Ah, see, if I had read that before, I may not have taken that first trade. Boy, those contracts disappeared real fast. See, technically on our strategy, we look for that 2-to-1 reward, risk to reward ratio, which would put us at 12 ticks for a minimum pullback. So that first trade was just to try to get into the uptrend, which it would have worked out had we not gotten stopped out to the tick on our stop. It might actually still be in the trade. Might have gotten knocked out there. Yeah, because we have a 6-tick loss or a 6-tick stop, so we look for at least a 12-tick profit. So This thing is just straight up this morning. One decent pullback here. We are probably due for another one here coming up. Maybe before it busts through that 2900. Yeah, to be honest, John, that second trade really wasn't with their risk to reward either. I think that was only a 2-point pullback. Well, actually, it would have worked for you. You said 8 to 10. I think we had exactly 8. Where were we? Down here? Well, we can just see here. 92.75. Yeah, it was exactly 8. I miss trades all the time because I'm yapping. Still nothing on our scalp chart. Hasn't even come close to that. Well, the first time when we got into that that first trade, but hasn't come back to the 20 EMA at all. I think it's my channel line. That's what's keeping it from doing a full retracement. It's scared. Gotcha. So you're basing yours on the move from last Wednesday. Let me see if I can figure that out here. Give me a sec. Let's go to our daily. Oop. So you're going off of this swing low here? I don't know. If you showed me a chart, I could probably figure it out, but maybe a 30-minute. So you're over here, maybe? Waiting for a pullback to 75, 73. Ah, thank you.
Lonnie, can you hear me?
Yeah, so it was from there. Okay. And yeah, I can hear you, Nan.
Okay. It's going on and off, I think.
The Discord?
Yeah, I think Amun was also trying to see, or Zik was trying to get in. I don't think we were able to hear him. Zik, just disconnect and start again.
Yeah, I had to disconnect and restart this morning.
Yeah, that'll work.
I am showing that I'm broadcasting the Discord. So, John, you're going from this swing low here last Wednesday up to the high, which I think you put here. So this would be the 50%, this would be the zero line, this would be the negative 23. Zach, you're having a problem hearing the Discord as well?
John, you can see what Lonnie is seeing on the YouTube if you're on the YouTube channel.
I am showing that the Discord is going out, so it might be on your end. I'm watching Anand's levels on the streaming uploader, streamer uploader, whatever you want to call it. And it looks good. So you're looking for a pullback to the 50%, John? Or are you looking for like a pullback to the negative 23 up here? Or not the negative 23, the 23. Yeah, nobody else is talking really this morning, Zach. Just me and Anand. I think everybody else is still waking up.
Hear me?
Can you hear John, Zach?
Yeah, I can hear.
My fib targets, I just use the standard. I use 100% extension, and then I use 162, 260, 100, 200, 300,
Right.
162, 262, all those. That's just what they are.
Okay. I think ours is just a more simplified version. Same idea though. On a smaller time frame too.
See where it's going, where the projection is on the larger time frame to know, and then trade off of the smaller. The 512 chart you guys use is a little too fast for me. When I'm using a tick, I usually will go down to like 777, and then I trade a volume chart each every day based on the last 10 days volume.
Yeah, it seems like the higher tick charts are becoming more popular. You hear a lot of people using like the 2000 tick chart. I mean, which is basically the same thing as like a 10-minute time frame or 10-minute bar chart.
Volume off of an average of the last 10 days for 7.5 minutes.
Hmm.
That's the charts that you're seeing picked on here.
Right.
Change my volume size chart. I'm kind of looking at it to see whether I hold it for a week or if I hold it for just a day, and I average it for the last 10 days.
Oh, okay.
And so that's kind of what I've been doing to kind of get real accurate signals for the price action
Wow.
on a lot of things. Like your trade earlier, I wish I would have took it as I've watched this thing climb.
Well, that depends on what your stop is. Is it a 6-tick stop? You would have been screwed. Because it stopped us out right at 6 ticks.
It's my stop on the bars, and I like to follow the two bar back trailing method, and I use that for entries as well.
Okay.
So my stop would have been just a little bit bigger than yours on that one had I gotten in.
Yeah.
It would have gone.
It would have gone a ways.
Down below.
Let's see. We got in at 88.50, so about an 8-point move at this point.
It's huge. You guys got in a great trade.
And then our second one was only a 2-point target as well, or reward on that one, which normally we'd like to get at least 3 points out of a target. But I mean, this up move is huge.
These trend days like this are the hardest for me to trade.
Yeah, because you don't get the pullbacks that you want. We have a hard time with it too. We really do. That's why we came out with the scalping chart to, try to get a few more trades off in a day, because waiting for those fib retracements, it can get pretty sluggish. Still waiting for a pullback. We are definitely due for one.
We're getting so close to that, 0-0 up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a magnet, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll get there. People should start taking profit up here somewhere. So maybe we'll get a pullback. Yeah, this might be it. Let's see, we got 93.50. See if we can take this pullback here. 94.50. No, not quite enough.
A third room that people are a part of with this?
Nope. This is it. We have a Discord chat, Discord voice, and YouTube chat. And it's all free. There's no subscription or anything like that. And we don't sell anything. And I'm not affiliated with anybody.
It's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah. I just, I got so sick and tired of browsing through YouTube and every, training video that people are trying to give you. They're trying to sell something, So.
Well, that's exactly it. Most of these guys, I'm convinced, make their money via their marketing.
Right, and I think trading. Martin had said yesterday that people who train can't trade, because so they revert back to training.
Deeper pullback.
Yeah, I think it's coming here. Definitely going to wait for some hesitation in this entry area here. We may do a bigger pullback and maybe pull back to this morning's low. So we may come back all the way to 91, 92. But I will be looking for some hesitation up here. between 93 and 94.
Yep. Right at 93.50, looking at
Yeah.
to 92.75.
Let me ask you something. When you're looking at an entry, are you looking at the like between the 50 and the 61.8, or are you looking at the 61.8?
What I 61.8 is 50 to 61.8 is my first trigger zone.
Mm-hmm.
My second trigger zone is I have to look up the exact number. It's 76 and then 88.
Okay.
And so I have two trigger zones.
Okay.
And oftentimes, you get those little megaphone patterns.
Right.
Takes out the high and comes back,
Mm-hmm.
takes out the stops below the low.
Exactly.
That's usually when it's going to the second trigger zone.
Gotcha.
And but 61.8 to try and get in there. But I base my entries off of what you have as your swings. I look at those as triggers. Looking for what I call a too long after a channel break is the way I was taught.
Okay.
And so, like now we're getting our channel break,
Right.
and at this point, price should move up, hold, and we'll get a little swing back down, and then we'll get a second long somewhere back, unless it all just comes down to one swift move.
Yeah, which probably won't happen today. It might.
Just off this last move, if you where would you start your fibs from here? At the 87 area?
I've got them at. I'm pulling up from 90.75 from the last significant swing, but we're waiting for some hesitation in that entry area after this nice push down. If we don't get a hesitation, then we're going to pull it back to 87 and wait for an entry between 91 and 92.
See, if I'm drawing my short-term fibs, I would draw them right now at the 87 up to the 97.
Okay.
Your 50 level comes at 92, and then your 61 is down at 90.75.
Right.
A box of the real deep pullback, which hits down in the area of trigger zone 2.
Okay.
I find is if it moves straight down like it's doing right now,
It usually goes to that second. Yeah.
It just blows right through the first one.
Right. And I've been caught in that quite a few times, to be honest.
Do more than I like to admit.
It'll go right to the 61.8, start reversing, and then bam, slam right down to the the next swing. And I've been caught. Yeah, because this just looks like a pullback of this retracement. That's all it is, and it's going to probably come down to the 91 area. And they know we use these fibs, so they'll do that. They'll play that game. They'll have it hesitate at the 61.8, and then just slam right through it and get those stops.
My tick chart here. Should come down. 1 second. Let me mute this.
They're starting to stack up that 93.25. Let's see if they hold here. Definitely getting some pushback. There's the 61.8. Did it tick it? Yeah, it ticked it. Oh, we just had the sellers come in. There we go. So we are doing the bigger pullback right now. So we're looking for it to come down between 90.75 and 92. And just so it happens that that R2 resistance, which is now a support, is right at 91.25. So it's pretty nice when you have, you know, those things line up right in your entry area. You get the a nice support level for it to react to. We also have that 90.75 as a support as well, which is right at the 61.8 for us. Still a really strong move down. Maybe we'll get one of those 76% retracements on this one. Would you call it a megaphone?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I call them a megaphone. You know, it takes out the high, and then it comes back down and takes out your major swing low. Then it goes out and takes out the new high. Then it comes back down and takes out the new low.
So basically a widening pattern.
Yeah.
All right, we just ticked to the 50. We just ticked to the 50.
Wouldn't have come down so quickly. I would have entered there, but it just came down so quick. I'm expecting it to go back a little farther, a little deeper.
I think so too. I think we're going to get one more push from the bulls here, or from the bears. Yeah, I just seem to have better luck when I get my entries down towards the 61.8. Whenever I take them up towards the 50, I always end up getting stopped out. I don't give it enough breathing room. Still getting a lot of selling. Up here come the buyers. Wait for that last push down. See, in the old days, I would have taken that entry right there at the 92 because it ticked our entry area. Then one day, my buddy Martin said, you know, Lonnie, you should wait until you get to the 61.8. And ever since then, I seem to be doing pretty well in my trades. So
61.8, the golden ratio or something like that.
I don't know. Apparently, we'll see if we get down there this time or not. And if you ask me, Martin, that's probably a good entry for you this time too. That's a pretty good pullback. Actually, you would, if I know you, you'd probably get in like around 94.50, 95-ish. Trap these bears right here. Alright, we'll see if we get that last push down. We may have missed it. It might have just gone to the 50 this time. That's alright. We'll get the next pullback.
I'm expecting we'll see if this holds, but right in the area of 95 to see if that holds, and then to come down lower.
Yep.
We'll see if we get that.
So we should expect it to pull back to between 94.50 and 95 and then come back down. Basically a retracement of this short.
That's what I'm looking for. May just shoot up on us and we miss out, but
Yeah.
that's a pretty strong bullish bar on my chart there.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see what happens here, and I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Hey John,
Yes.
are you expecting any more pullback, or is this the only opportunity we have today?
I think I may wait on that coffee just in case it comes down.
How low are you expecting, Lonnie?
You know, I'm going to wait on that cup of coffee because if it comes back down here, I need to get in. Oop.
What is the price target, Lonnie?
Well, my entry is 90.75 to 92, and then target would be, for me, first contract off at 97.
Okay. Oh, that big a pullback, huh?
Oh yeah.
89.25 to see if it comes back to test that area. It may not come below 89.75, but I'm looking for the second trigger zone based on the strength of that move down.
John, you mentioned some long-term target like 29.40 something. Do you recollect? What was the number?
The next fib target I have is 98.75. That's the 262%, 262 extension. That is 04.25.
Okay.
It is 98.75 that I'm looking for to the upside.
I don't know if we're going to get back down to this entry area.
Nervous about too. I'm hoping I didn't miss it.
Looks like we might have some sellers come back in. Giving these bears too much of an opportunity to get out of this trade. Hey, that's enough. Quiet down.
Was it your cat, Lonnie?
No, it's the poodle and the corgi this morning. They're fighting over a pen. God. Yeah, I'm sure the Maine Coon is next though. The corgi and the Maine Coon go at it every single morning, it seems like.
Hey, Lonnie, I wanted to share. I did that pair trading strategy yesterday. I bought Nasdaq and I shorted S&P.
How'd that work?
It made $200 a contract. I just wanted to share that screenshot on the simulator.
Really?
Yep. I want you guys to look at it. It's not a bad strategy at all.
You throwing that up on Discord?
Yeah. I took a screenshot from my phone, so I just need to find where it is, and then I'll upload it on the copy.
Alright, we just made it up to the retracement for this short. Let's see if it comes back down to our entry area here. If not, it may be heading up towards the target. We may have missed this.
Be a real bummer.
Yeah.
See it hold right in here.
Yeah, I just uploaded in Discord. You guys can look at it.
Okay.
Trigger was right at 93.75. So let's see if it comes down now, or if it's gonna.
You know what? It bounced right off the 20 period moving average right here.
No, it's coming down. It's coming down.
Think
I can
so?
see that. It's coming down.
The
You
entry
know,
on this one might be right at the 50. 92.50 is the EMA. I'm going to say I think we missed out on this one. Because it bounced literally right off that EMA. That would have been a scalp for us, a long scalp. But I wasn't paying attention to that. I was looking for the bigger trade.
yeah, it's in Discord now, Lonnie. If you
Is it?
want to take a
Oh,
look
okay.
at it.
So one contract on ES, one contract on NQ.
Yep.
And when did you buy?
So you can see the price there. I bought that at
80.
75.19.25. That's the NQ,
Uh-huh.
and I shorted ES at 2882.5.
Okay, and what made you short the ES and go long on the NQ?
No, it's that is the strategy, right? That's what is called as pair trading.
You always go long on the NQ and short on the ES?
No, you go long on one pair and short on another pair. That's
Okay.
it. You can choose you could have flipped it, but what I felt is, I didn't feel ES would cross 88,
Uh-huh.
whereas NQ is already out of bounds. So I thought NQ would fare better, and it did. It
And
did
it did,
actually
yeah.
when I was doing itself, there was $100 difference, and the $100 difference actually grew to like $300. But when I flattened it, I lost some momentum.
Okay. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So
it's just
basically the only math in that is going to be is determining which one's going to go higher than the other.
that is all. That is all. It's not rocket science, and this is scalable. You put 4 contracts. I mean, the pair trading is working 90% of the time, right? It does not work. Let's say something is off, like Elon Musk is making a statement or something like that, right? Then because you're touching NQ. Now, if you go to Dow, you can do the same thing on YM2.
Oh, okay.
So it's not. I chose NQ because NQ has been the leading indicator, but there is no reason that you need to choose NQ.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get back down to that entry area. It's bouncing off that EMA.
Some people even use Russell.
I'm going to be
Yeah, but
positive, though. We're going to get there.
can we get a little more downside, please? Like the 89s, I would really appreciate that.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm not made any trades. I mean, other than that flattening one. So I'd like to get into the action.
Zach took one at 93 and a quarter over here, but it ended up reversing on him up here. It sure did look like it was going to head straight up to that first target, though.
It's not moving the muzzle, huh?
It just seems like it's holding that 20 period moving average.
Bears, Bears can't even spell bear, man. It's crazy. This sucks. What a move this was. I didn't totally anticipate we crossing, in fact, 84, which is why I shorted it. I shorted, but I think all in all, my trade was correct. NQ is still leading today.
Is it?
Yeah, even with ES going all the way, right? NQ is still leading. There's no doubts about it.
Well, NQ is heading up right now, so we'll see if the ES follows. We could take a long scalp off of this bounce on the EMA. I'd like to see it come back down to that 92.75 though. I don't think that's going to happen. It's already making higher lows. It ticked right off that 50%. You know what we'll do? Quickie Running Man.
This may be one of these days where we just can't get in.
Yeah, you know, I thought for sure, I was right there with you thinking it was going to go down further.
Yeah, one of these days we need to figure out when it goes down, right? Where does it stop, Lonnie? That's something, I don't think we've been able to figure that out, right? That would be.
I wish, man, I wish. I'd be like the top streamer if I could figure that out.
We got the best,
You know,
we got the best brains here, man. Come on, we gotta figure that out.
I would be the YouTuber driving around the McLaren, you know?
We can't
Lonnie will
get
be
straight
working
here,
in Wall
Lonnie.
Street.
I'd be working the hedge funds or something, or the whatever they call them. Oh, I was asleep at the wheel. I think we missed the scalp too.
Amun is our buyer still buying, man. I want him to short it.
You want a short?
No, I want the buyer to short it so it will go down. Then we can buy. No, it's just. I think it's going to drift from now, Lonnie. It's not going to go anywhere.
Doing a consolidation here.
Yeah. Let's see the Bollinger Band and see if there is any indication what is going on. Oh, it's a massive Bollinger Band. So
Is it heading back towards the center of it?
yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, coming down. See, there was a contraction, and right after the contraction, it was a super expansion.
That down move.
No, the expansion, and now yeah, it's trying to contract again.
Okay.
That's the down move. But yeah, there was a beautiful expansion.
Let's take a look at them real quick. So it's right at the top of the Bollinger Bands now. Oh, and I just erased. I hate the fact that this buy-sell volume erases every time you mess with the indicators. I don't know why it does that. See, it just erased again. Alright, let's see if we can get a scalp off this EMA bounce. I don't think it's going to go, I think it's just going to kind of bounce back and forth here for a minute. Our ATR is at 1.72, so we should be able to get 6 ticks out of this if it comes back down to that EMA.
Finally, he sees an opportunity. Where? Buy limit 92.5. Okay.
What was your buy limit?
No, Martin texted 92.5
Oh, 9. Okay, I see it.
in Discord. Yeah.
Buy limit at 92.50.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go for a scalp there at least. 92.75.
6 ticks down.
We'll go for 6 ticks. We're looking at 1.72 on the ATR, so we should be able to get at least 1.5 points out of it. If it wants to come back down. What the hey. Not showing us any love on these setups today. I should leave that short drawn up here. We know once it breaks that 61.8, we should be heading back up.
We don't want to be shorting in the uptrend, right?
Definitely not. Although this was a strong move down. NASDAQ hits 8,000 for the first time.
8,000?
Did I read that wrong? Nope. NASDAQ hits 8,000 for the first time as, I just got a thing here, as US and Mexico move closer to striking a NAFTA deal. And Q's heading up. So I missed this entry here for the fibs. I missed this entry here for the scalp. I'm fired. And it looks like it's going to break the short here and head on up. And there you go. It just broke the short.
A real bummer.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll get the next one.
I have to take my daughter to work here in a while, and it'll probably happen while I'm gone.
Isn't that how it always happens?
Yeah.
We'll wait half the day for the next setup. That's why when it's in that strong upward trend, I don't mind so much taking a smaller risk to reward because it is trending so hard. But you know, I try to stick to the strategy as much as possible.
I'm actually tempted to short here. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I know that's crazy, but I'm seeing if this is going to hold. My last point of resistance is right here at 96.25, so I'll see if that area holds.
And what is that, the 76 retracement?
No, it's on this one, it's just using my candlesticks.
Oh, okay.
And if off of this move right here, this is where I would draw my box off of the top zone, and I'd say, okay, up in this area now. And then I'd want to see 96.25 hold, and for it to come back down, and then this would be what I would call second short entry,
Okay.
which should give us a new low. And but I don't have the guts to take it in this strong uptrend, and so, and then if this gives us a short trigger here, then I could go long off of that, expecting it to go up to the fib target, but I don't even know if we'll get the short trigger. 777 tick chart, but it triggered there, but it hasn't triggered on my other chart.
Probably going to go into one of these wedge patterns here.
If I do the fibs on the short side, what would that look like?
It just broke the 61.8 on the short side.
The 78's 96, second trigger zone, and then the 88's up at 96.50. And if it hits 94.50 on my volume chart, that would trigger a second short entry.
Martin, you didn't get filled either, did you? It only came down to... Oh, it didn't give you the signal until after it touched the 92. Yeah. Bummer, man. We need to get some trades.
I just don't have the guts to take this one. I've been burned so many times, but it's the official trigger.
Let's see if we're coming back down here. 93.25 would be the EMA.
If it gives us our deep pullback or not. Short, your stop would be at 96.
Alright, Zach's in a short at 95. Nice job.
You got a good short entry.
Yeah. Going for 4 or 6 on that. Oh, 2 points. Alright, we're looking for 93.25 for a long scalp for that bounce off the EMA. And does not look like it's going to get there.
93 and a quarter. Yeah. This might give us our new low, a deeper pullback.
Yeah, that's why we're
Yeah, I'm truly hoping it's going to be a good deep pullback now. 80s.
Except I'm going to be bummed that I didn't have the guts to take it short.
I'm
I thought you did.
all right. I'm taking a long here for a quick scalp.
Talking to myself, I didn't have the guts to do it. I think Zach did, is what he said.
Okay.
450 on mine. 2 points.
Okay, so it's going down. It's going down, baby.
Shh.
Thanks, dude.
I'm in a long. I took a long scalp there.
What are you trying to do against us, Lonnie?
I don't know. You know me. I'm looking for. Should get 6 out of this.
Should come back up to 94.50.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Or where you in at?
I'm in at 93 and a quarter.
Go higher, but we'll see.
I was a little off on the entry. Technically I shouldn't have taken this one because it did go through by 1 tick.
Back up to the 50%.
Is that the 50 there?
450. And so bounces back up. Goes.
I'm going to tighten up my stop a little bit on this one.
Where's your stop at?
It was at 6 ticks, but I think when I set this ATM strategy up, I forgot to change the stop on it. It should be a minimum of 4 ticks, or a maximum of 4 ticks, I think, on a scalp trade. Gonna
92.50.
fudge that up.
I think it's going to keep moving down, but
Alright, we'll take the 4 ticks if it gives it to us.
for today. It's been my only trade this morning. Do you guys trade anything besides the ES?
Just the ES for now.
Didn't get what I was looking for last night on ES, so I took a couple trades on the 6E.
On the 6E, that's the DEX. Martin, don't even say it. Oh, okay. Alright, so we got a scalp there.
If it breaks here, deep pullback, I don't think. I'm going to be bummed.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going to come back to this entry area for the retracement. I think it's going to head up from here at some point. I will draw on the wedge here and we'll just wait for it to pop out of it. Don't think it's going to be here. I think it's going to come down one more time to about 93 and a quarter, and then hopefully after that point pop out. Jeez.
I'm just too afraid to enter in this area. I need something deeper still, and I don't know if I'm going to get it.
Might get another short or another scalp here.
That is on the first test. Yeah. Of the market. Let's see if it comes back down.
Looks like it is coming down. It is.
Alright, I'd be looking for another entry at 93 and a quarter for a scalp if it bounces. I could even live with 93.50.
Okay, US and Mexico have reached a trade deal, paving the way towards replacing NAFTA.
Oh, there you go. Get ready for this move. How'd you get that before I did?
There is just came on CNBC. Are you asking me, Lonnie?
Yeah. Okay, it's on CNBC. I'm supposed to get notifications from them too. Strange.
Lonnie, what if this is a sell-on news? We already rallied for the news, right?
Yeah, I think the news is kind of already built into the price today, because it technically came out what yesterday about their trade talks working out.
Yeah. So, what is special right now?
I think I still think we're hitting 2,900 today. Just got a feeling. We're
It's going down
we're
right
so
now.
close. Oh, thanks. Now I get it. Anand got it first.
Martin is going for 7.75 points.
What are you getting
Long.
at? Got filled at 94.75.
Yeah.
94.75. Well, it didn't come all the way down to the bottom of this channel. I think we're popping out here, to be honest. I thought it was going to come back one more time. It's ready to go.
1.75 points.
Martin usually has some numbers, and he made a beautiful trade on Friday, I think.
Yep. Let me tell you something. I kind of like this trade for you, Martin. I really do. I don't think there's anything holding it back, to be honest. They'll fight it
Yeah,
out at 2,900, but it's gonna go through. Zach, you think we're going down from here? Get ready, Martin. Yeah, they're battling it out at 28.95. Zach just said that somebody bought 445 at 28.95. 445 contracts, I take it right. I don't even have my time and sales up.
Is that a buy?
Yeah, it was a buy. I gotta turn my filter on.
If you realistically look at it, right, S&P actually acts like one day it's in a world of pain and another day it's in a world of bliss. There's no like it's it's not I don't think there's very rare it's like doing sideline action. It's either going shooting for the moon or it's dumping to the grave, man. That's it. That's the way it's reacting.
Well, I mean, it makes it better for us because we can read it a little bit better. But you know, if it's all up, that's good.
I need to check out some YouTube channel to see what traders are thinking. A lot of people are saying that it's in the no man's land and
Well,
very comfortable trading at.
Ira just came out with a flash video.
Who?
Ira,
Oh, Ida. Okay. What is he saying? Yeah, Ida has a good insight. Look at it. I like Ida.
what are all these new sounds my phone is making? Oh, that was CNBC. So is Martin the only one in a trade right now? Long at 94.75. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing it come back down to the bottom of this channel so I can get another scalp in. Martin would still stay in. He's got a 2-point stop, if not more. Two and maybe 2.5. 9 tick stop. Nice. That never happens to me. And I know I'm talking to Martin here on the Discord. I'll show you the conversation. Not everybody can see it, unfortunately. Oop. There we go. So Martin's in at 94.75. Target is 7.75, which would put him out at, I'll let you do the math on that one. 9 tick stop. So see what happens here. Oh, I gotta stop slouching down. I forgot the camera doesn't follow me. Alright, here we go. Let me see if I can get a scalp off here. Nope, I hesitated. Should get another push here at least from the... Nope, I missed that one too. Alright, just going for 4 quick ticks here. They are selling hard here. not moving the price. Bulls are just absorbing all that. Yeah, it's time. I think the bulls are going to make their move here. Alright, another quick scalp. Had a lot of selling right there. Honestly, the bulls absorbed a lot of that selling. It really did, because it did not budge that price. It was going up as they were selling. Well, if we're going to head out of this channel, I think now's the time. Yep, we got some resistance there at 95.75, 28.96. We got a couple resistance areas up here for sure. All these contracts stacking up here, it looks ugly, but this is a buy right here for sure. I just need to get through this 95.75 and they're gone. Come on. Definitely get some heat here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so 97 is the next stop for resistance. Hopefully it doesn't double top here on us. That would be a horrible thing. I'm not even going to say that, Martin. It's going to push right through 97. And while it does that, I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee that I forgot about. Look at this. I swear to God, my wife's a mind reader. Alright, we got trades going. Besides Martin, Martin's in at 94.75 for a long. Going for 7 and some change. 7 points. So we're looking at $29.02 and right. Math is definitely not one of my big things. Sorry. I'll pop up the Discord for you, Zach. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. There you go. I was close. 29.0250. It's going for. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Definitely wasn't a very convincing pop out of that channel, but I shouldn't even say channel, wedge. Only thing we have to worry about here now is a bull trap. Martin, I'm so confident in your trade. I'm going to take another scalp at 94. Martin, what happened? No, mama, no. I suppose I should have waited for more hesitation there at that EMA. Don't you even do it. You better go down further than that.
Hey, what was the drop, man? That was a huge drop.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Now we're
Money there.
now we're going into a widening pattern. Oop. Um, uh,
Donnie?
did you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened there. Now we're going into a widening pattern.
So it's like a $5 drop. Oh no, $2.50 drop. $2.50.
Bull trap maybe? I don't know.
Oh, Martin got stopped out.
Did he?
Martin, I want to ask you one question, Martin. Why are you setting these $7, $8 just based on risk, right? It should be based on some mathematics, right? Because you get stopped out.
Uh, I'd like to make things simple. I'm not very good with math.
Yeah, me neither.
And so whatever my risk is, let's say if it's 2 points, then I'm going for it's either going to be 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, depending on when I take my trades. So if I were to take my trades before noon, I'd go for 3 to 1. If I take my trades like during lunch or after lunch, then I normally go for 2 to 1. Because obviously the volatility kind of dies down a bit. So I don't try to look at a level and say, okay, this is a resistance, so I'll go ahead and take my profit there. The reason I don't do that is because I've seen it so many times where the market would just go right past that level and go for another 5 to 10 points. It happened many times, and I definitely don't want to miss out on that move. So just to make things simple, going for 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 is a strategy for me.
Okay.
Those bums, man, they got me right to the tick too. Bastards.
is playing games. Let
Amun,
him play a little more games, man. Let it come to 83.
no, Amun, you need to talk to your buyer there, buddy, and tell him, stop looking at my stream and getting my stop information.
Let's go to 83, man. Come
Look,
on.
look at this, twice today, he nailed me right at my stop.
You should feel any better. It's coming down lower.
Alright, John, I'm going to trust you on this. I want lower, man. I cannot handle S&P at this level. I need it lower. Go lower. 2 days ago, 70s was a high level. Today, 93 is better. I can't believe that.
It's whatever feels right for the day. Friday was Friday. It's Monday.
And the last 2 days, Lonnie, the night action was very different. I mean, the buyers were all over. They did not allow those dips to happen. If you see a week ago, right?
Yeah.
You would have some of the huge dips when London market opens or Nikkei market opens. You
Yeah.
have some variations.
London's on holiday today, so
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
bank holiday.
Is that their type of Labor Day or something?
I don't know. It's probably just one of those weird holidays they take. I think it was like a summer bank holiday that it said. We don't get those. I wonder if everybody gets the day off on those. We have to have somebody from England here, don't we?
May not be active on Discord. Yeah, I just cancelled my Hartford trip, man. I was waiting to see any flight things, but nothing happened, so I had to cancel it.
So you're not going to Connecticut this week then?
No, the meeting got cancelled. It might get rescheduled again, but I'll have to change the flight at a later point.
Yeah, I just got my confirmation from Delta. I gotta get my seats. There's 5 of us going, so including my 9-year-old daughter. So I want to make sure she's sitting with us.
Is that Southwest you're taking? Because Southwest is big on that side, right?
Delta. Southwest is big out here, but Delta had the cheaper flights, so.
Okay. That was pretty good. I know Phoenix was trying to get Southwest to move their headquarters. Southwest is headquarters right now in Dallas, but
Oh, they're in Dallas? I thought they were in Atlanta.
no, the Delta is in Dallas.
Oh, are they?
I mean, Delta is in Atlanta.
I think that's where we're going to, is Atlanta for our stop.
Okay. Yeah, Southwest headquarters in Dallas. Now, Delta also acquired Northwest Airlines, right? So they do have a headquarters in Minnesota too. Minneapolis.
Yep, that was the other stop that we were looking at. Was it depended on the flight time, what time we left. We would have been in Minneapolis. What are these guys doing? I think they just broke that short too. Not quite.
Remember how we were talking megaphone patterns earlier?
Jesus, look at this.
This is one of them.
What
That was
pattern,
crazy.
John, was that?
Basically a megaphone pattern or wedge pattern.
how we talked about it. It took we had that swing at 95.75. It took it out at 96.25. Lower swing, down at 93.25, or you could take 92.75, and it took those out. So it took out the higher, took out the lower. Now it looks like it may take out the 96.25 again and go back up.
Yep.
Kind of a mini megaphone.
Yeah, what he's talking about, Anand, is basically this here. You got a widening pattern.
Okay. Okay.
I'll get rid of this here. Basically, it's going into a widening pattern.
Oh.
Not a real good place to trade, because you just never know when it's going to go higher or lower.
So everybody stops out on both sides and you lose. It's anyone's guess at this point.
I think this is what Amun calls it play. The play is on, I guess.
He needs to get his buyer in line. Hey, Amun, I listened to your new track. It was very good. If you guys haven't already, you can check out his YouTube channel. He does some custom mixes. Pretty decent. I like him. He's at Spiritual Trader Amun Ra. If you search it up on YouTube.
I need to ask him what instrument does he play, or he just only mixes.
Might be just digital, EDM.
Okay.
Are we going higher here or what?
It's trying to.
God, look at the volume spike there. Be right back, guys. Bathroom break.
That is such a bummer.
Yeah, it just keeps continuing that widening pattern.
I'm wondering if it'll come back down or if it's going to continue.
I don't know. I keep adjusting my wedge pattern here, and it keeps breaking it and coming back in.
Thinking that was a little bit of a trap and it may just keep pushing, but this would be a double top right here.
At 97, yeah.
Here, 5, it could come all the way back down to 87 area. And once again, we missed our way to get in.
Right?
Yeah. I've got to be gone for about an hour. I wish you guys the best, and I hope everyone's still here when I get back. We'll see you all later.
Alrighty, sir. I will be gone tomorrow. I do have to end the stream early today just to get stuff ready to go. But my son will be starting the stream up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. as usual, and starting up the Discord and everything so you guys can chat. And maybe I'll tune in from the plane.
Sounds great. Where are you heading to?
I'm heading to Buffalo. I have a wedding coming up next weekend. Or this weekend.
That's awesome.
This weekend.
In the wedding, or are you doing the wedding?
Just going to it. It's my niece.
That'll be a good time.
Yep.
You have a good one. If I don't get a chance to talk to you later, I love this. I think it's a great idea. I really enjoy hearing everyone's ideas and just having the feedback. And so,
All right, John. I appreciate that.
talk with you all soon then.
Alrighty.
All right, see you guys. Lonnie, what time are you going to stop today?
Well, I was thinking 9. I gotta try to get some live trading in for like a half hour, 45 minutes or so, and then gotta get some stuff straightened out here. My son is gonna be staying here for the week by himself, so gotta make sure he's all squared away. Get some food in the house for him.
It's too risky to go long.
You know, it keeps widening out here.
Yeah, it's too risky to go long. If you want to do live trade, you should do 2 to 3 ticks. I wouldn't trust anything more in this market. I mean, I think we missed the big wave, right?
Yeah, the big move up. Well, we caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, we caught a little bit of it. I'm still not convinced. The last drop to 92 shows that it's still susceptible.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no, I don't think there's any pivots or anything between these 90s.
Yeah, if it breaks this 92, then that could be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way it's going here.
This is not any chartered territory, so.
Anybody else getting any trades in?
Yeah, I'm going to sit and watch. I'm going to look for some lows. So Lonnie, the pair trade I did, right? That could have made as high as actually $600.
Really?
Yep. So I got the levels right. Let's take right now. NQ is
Oh, here we go, Nan.
woo.
Wow, look at that move.
Nice.
What a move! What a
Look
move!
at that move.
Mm.
That was a bear trap for sure.
Yep.
Stop the bulls. I mean, stop retail traders one tick. Stop
Yep.
them out. Absorb all their stops. Push the market right back up.
Yep. You can.
What is the day's high today, Martin?
I'm sorry.
It
What
what?
is the day's high today?
It
Today's high.
Uh huh.
was 28.97.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was yeah 97. Uh huh.
it already broke that.
Yep.
Wow. All right, we hit 28.99 now for a second at least.
Oh, it's going higher. All right. So now we need to let's get rid of some of this crap. Let's get ready for our retracement. 97 and a quarter. 97 to 99. Not enough.
Dow jumps 250 points. Nasdaq hits 8,000.
Yeah, I think you're sitting good, Martin. There's no way they're going to let it stop before 2900. Bears are already stacking up 2900.
Martin, did you get stopped out of your first one? Now you're again long on the.
Yes. First trade I got stopped out. Second trade I got long again at 94.75.
Okay.
And
Nice.
this time I have a 10 tick stop, so I'm going for 30 ticks.
3 points,
So
you mean?
did you move your stop to the 97 now so that you can capture the price if at all it drops?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Did you move your stop to like 97.50 so that you can actually capture some gains?
No, 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 no. I don't want to do that because a lot of the times what the market will do is it'll, obviously it'll retrace and then it'll continue its, trend. So I definitely just want to let the market do its thing, and I'm gonna leave my stop at 10 ticks away from my entry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting ready to make another push here.
I did not imagine we are going to be in ninth today for sure.
Yeah, sometimes the market the market will, stay irrational for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So, from my experience, at least from my experience, I've seen it. Um, I've seen the market move like 30 points for no reason. It'll go down 30 points for no reason. And, you know, when the market makes its move like that, you just gotta find a reason to get in. Like, if you hesitate, then obviously you lose.
Yeah, and that's what we were trying to do this morning with those with the smaller risk to rewards
Mhm. Yeah.
on this move up. You just got to find a place to get in.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're missing that 87 to 97 move. That's a 10-point move. I mean, obviously you don't know that in the beginning, but with the strength of the move, in the
Sure.
beginning and the sentiment of the market for the day, you have to get in.
Yeah.
And if you get stopped out on your first trade, okay, take your second trade and do the do more technical analysis now that you have some information on the market. But that first move up, I mean, that was strong,
Mhm.
and that's why we got stopped out, but by one
Yeah. I mean,
on the tick.
getting stopped out is just part of the game. You can't be you can't get too emotional or you can't get too scared of that because that's just part of the game. It's nobody wants to lose, but then because we're competing against the smartest people in the world, they don't want to lose too, right? So
Hmm.
you gotta accept the fact that you are gonna get stopped out trading, and you just gotta trade.
Yep. And I got in here on the second one down on that big move up this morning at 90.75. Had I stayed in that trade, that would have been a $700 trade.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I took my first target at, because I was in the red. I took it at 92.75.
Did you go for at least 2 to 1 on that, Lonnie?
It was just short of 2 to 1. It was
Okay.
just shy of 3 points.
Okay.
But we nailed the entry on that. We got in right at the 61.8. And again, I mean, you could get in here on this retracement here. They are pushing this market up to 2,900 minimum. It's going there. They're going to test it. Uh, the risk, the reward isn't there though. I mean, based on our strategy. And I've already taken that trade. I'm done with that for the day. But you got to find a place to go in. You got to use your knowledge. Uh, what has the market done in the past? When they get close to these large numbers, the round numbers, they go for it. They at least test it. I guarantee you it's going to go up to 2,900. It's probably going to hover there for an hour.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's a 3 point trade. Almost a 3 point trade. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look at my scalp here. No, it's not close. So there's the 61.8 on that retracement. We'll see if they hold it here if they're going for a deeper retracement. 96.75 is still a good trade though. We just don't have the risk to reward on that. If you guys are new to the stream today, I appreciate you guys stopping in. We do have a Discord channel. The link is in the description. I am going to be ending the stream here in a minute. You guys are welcome to join in on the Discord channel. We do tend to stay in that after the stream is over. There's a chat and also a voice channel in there. But I have to get some live trading in today and get ready for the trip tomorrow. So we will be here tomorrow at 6 a.m. I will not be on, but the stream will be running along with the Discord channel, and you'll be able to chat with other traders and everything, and have the live market up on the screen for you. Alright guys, I think we're going to leave it at that for today. if I had to make a guess, I'm telling you, I think it's going to go up to that 2,900. At least test it today. Um, Hopefully it gets there, and Martin, you get your payday. We do have a Facebook channel if you want to follow us on that. It's at Emini Streamer, all one word. Um, if you learned something today, just go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to get notifications about the stream, you can hit the subscribe button. If not, we're here every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Alright guys, I wish you happy trading for the rest of the afternoon, and I will be back here next Tuesday. I believe I'll be back live, but I will be joining the stream from New York just as a viewer, and we'll chat with you guys. Alright, have a great day guys, appreciate it.